That countdown, nigga.
Jimmy Buckets! Clutch time!
Tyler Hero, what a finisher he's become.
Lane, Oladipo, oh! That's right, you better mean mug after you dunk on somebody that way.
Gonna run it down, he goes with it. Adebayo for the win!
Yeah, bitches. Welcome to the Five Reasons Sports Post Game Show, aka the Post Up on 5R, or as we like to call it down here, the basement, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh. This is a late game, so I'm gonna try not to be too loud in my house because I know my children sleep. They have school tomorrow. But, ladies and gentlemen, before we get things started, we have an official announcement to make. And I think it is only right that we let my guy Kendall make said announcement. So, Kendall, if you would, enlighten the crowd of our announcement. No, Jonathan Rumcon. Thank you.
I come to y'all a humble man, a man who don't never lie in his takes, and he always gonna keep it 1,000. Jimothy Butler is one of them ones, people. Signed, sealed, delivered. That's that boy. He's that fucking guy, man.
Preach.
I mean, it don't look, you know, the prettiest, the cleanest, Don DeMarco, but that boy, he's that guy, bro. You could do it once. When you do it twice, I can't do nothing but say you nice. Like that boy Jimmy, he on a killing spree. I mean, Jimmy Butler said, "I am not Kevin Durant, Ime Udoka. I am not Kyrie Irving. I am not Drew Holiday. Boy, when I come in these playoffs, I'm coming with a ferocity and a mindset like I am that guy and I'm the best." Hey, well, give me my money.
Run your money, Latino.
Hold on, let me get my man.
Hey,
credit.
he was spamming me. Go ahead.
Jimmy, man. I apologize. I've been humbled. Hey, and y'all can talk all y'all shit. That shit don't affect me because at the end of the day, ain't no problem with me saying that I'm wrong. Don't call that boy Leonis nothing. That boy is Jimothy Butler. But it's time to smoke Tatum. Y'all cook Tatum in these comments the whole fucking show because his bitch ass was talking in our spaces saying that they was gonna beat us 115, 105, and I told his whole ass, all right, we'll put up money, $115 to our show if y'all don't score 115 points. That 62 is looking real smooth, huh? He was probably rubbing his nipples thinking he was clean, but he didn't want to put the money up because that boy's scary. You already know what it is, man. That's all I got to say. Jimmy Butler, one of them ones. I am a humbled man, and I got nothing but respect for that boy. You won't never hear me slander that boy again for the rest of the night.
That's a bar. But yes, indeed. 41 points from Jimmy Butler, bro. Thank you. One thing, my boy Kachi and Chisel for the $9.99. Don't know. He said I submit my official apology to management. Hey, man.
We appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. My boy Jeff with the 99 pushing P dollars. He said pushing P for Bell. For sure. Not Joel Anthony Adebayo. No. That boy beat the Joel allegations. Threat, you look like you ready to jump in here, my boy.
Hey,
here you go.
Listen, Linda. Hey, I'm very rarely wrong. Baby. But today,
99.9.
This 99.9% right. But this one motherfucker, this 1%, this shit just doesn't make sense. His game is not no tween, hezzy. Don't nothing look pretty. It's the ugliest game we've ever seen. He plays the guard position like a power forward. It doesn't make sense. The math doesn't math. Jimmy Butler has humbled me. He's making me look like an idiot, like a casual, and I take it with grace. Hey, I love it. He's one of them ones. He is officially stamped. There's no more, none of that talking, no Brent Forbes. All the allegations are beat. The bubble fraud allegations are done. Everything is done. The only allegations we need to make is if he's related to Michael Jordan or not.
They have to be.
We need a DNA test because this doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. I'm part of bag Twitter. I'm part of bag Twitter. Jimmy Butler does not have a bag, and he's getting it done.
His bag works in mysterious ways because you see this man when he gets the ball in the post, it is pivot, fake shoulder finish, and it is the toughest, rudest, most old man shit I have ever seen in my entire life. And let me tell you, when he gets the mid range going,
when that mid-range and he stared at his cracker ass for 3 seconds.
Bro, Tatum cooked on that fatal. Oh my God. Oh my God, he made Tatum look so regular. They told me, hey, I need y'all to cook this dude in the comments named Tatum. He was in our spaces talking crazy, saying Tatum was going to drop 56. I was a little nervous because that 20 points in the first half, I was like, oh, hold up. Wait a second now.
I'm not throwing.
But
Spo said,
not right there. Not today.
Let me say something really quick. And listen, it was a wrap from that. They said, okay, blitz Jason Tatum. Make somebody else beat you. Make Jaylen Brown do something. Make Grant Williams do anything. And look what that got.
5 points, 5 fouls. Get that man out of here. They had that man mic'd up.
A disgrace. A disgrace came to him.
It's like miking up Duncan
Robinson over there in that period blood ass 2-piece.
Bro, everybody was talking about we gonna see Tatum little son. Dog, we got a heavy dose of Grant Williams. I never want to see that much mid on TV again. Like that shit was ridiculous.
I saw an article that said, "Is Grant Williams the best defender in the NBA?"
Fire this person. All right, so we got some mysterious Pokemon money from
Yaniv.
Yaniv. Fuck that boy name. Yaniv 16 with the 17 cryptocurrency Pokemon dollars. He said they got to have a game plan for minutes. Jimmy's out.
They did, and it worked.
He played less minutes than Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum both. He played 41. They got 44 and 43. So, like, yeah, you don't want Jimmy to play. Well, honestly, you do want him to play 41 minutes. Fuck it. It's the Eastern Conference Finals. You want to win these games. You probably want Bam to play more. Like,
I mean, look at. Oh, go ahead.
I was about to say, no, do you want him to play 40 minutes because he's the best player in the playoffs right now? That's why.
Absolutely.
Easily. And dog, we shouldn't be concerned. If anybody should be concerned about their players being used, it's Boston, right? Because they've played every other day since game 5, and they're gonna play every other game in this series as well. Them boys are going to be gassed. We are going to put them in a Hell in a Cell match. You hear me? Them boys are limping into the locker room barely in one piece. These boys are food.
Right, and once they get Marcus Smart back, their legs are still going to be dead, and their primary scorers are going to be the ones running that. Now, I need to go back to Kai-Chin Chisholm because I didn't read his comment. I want to thank my boy Kai-Chin Chisholm for the 199 down. He said, not going to lie, Gad looks like Thad Castle. Listen, that's a bar. If y'all know who the Blue Mountain State, fuck is you talking about? They don't know who Thad Castle is. I got you, though, Kai-Chin Chisholm. He kind of look like that. I think he's going to beat the Thad Castle allegations, too. Tens, thank you for the 199 down.
So.
He said, "Hear me effing Butler. Let's go, Miami." Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Oh, Voodoo Visions, thank you for the $9.99. Don't know. He said, I need Spo Talks. Those adjustments were terrific. Yeah, for sure. We're going to get into some Spo Talk, too. Poetic Lifestyle. My boy, coming back from the dead. Haven't seen you in a minute. Thank you for the $4.99. Don't know. He said, Jimmy Butler will lead Heat to a championship. Hey.
That boy's spitting.
Hey, I'm convinced. I'm convinced. James Todd, appreciate you, King, for the $10 dono. He said Jimmy went berserk tonight. Also, the meat riding, no, the Celtics has to stop. He said there's a reason why we're here. It's not my mistake. Also, price of the brick going up. Listen, my boy, it's almost like y'all boys hand off the ball to me before I'm doing what I'm finna do. Thank you, NWB, for the $2 dono. He said third quarter was as long as the Godfather Part 2. Great W, though. Yeah, for sure. But it was a fantastic long-ass one. Oh, my God. The unidentified celebrity review.
I'm ready to clap.
Consistency is key, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for the $4.99 dono. He said, Gabe Vincent is the one.
Let's talk about it.
Hey,
Let's fucking talk about it.
We will get there. But people want, oh my God. David Sasson, thank you for the $2 donor. He said the Celtics got Will Smith, White guarding Jimmy.
I tried to tell him. They said, oh, fast PP. Hell no. I saw G.I. Jane hit a step back 3 and get the Celtics back in the game, bro. There is no way.
That's a nasty agenda that y'all pushing out here on our beautiful black queens, and I will not stand for it. Thank you, Tens, for the $9.99 dono. He said, how many times we got to hear that the Celtics are shorthanded and how we keep beating injured teams? Like, dog, that's all the Celtics did, LMAO. And we don't have to have Lowry who runs our offense. Like, what the fuck? No, I think that's a good point, bro. They're not talking about who we meet. My boy, Baller Alert. I'm giving it all I got, Baller Alert. But thank you for the $84.99.
Where's the lurk?
It's Baller Central.
Bro,
it's almost like you can't see.
That boy been on IG too much.
You know, Gad, I did kind of miss that. You know what I'm saying? I did.
No, listen. Sometimes things don't go the way.
Sometimes you overlook things. You know what I mean? And that's just what happened to me just then.
Yeah, sometimes it's right in front of you. You can't see it. It's all
you know what I mean? Thank you, Baller Central.
Y'all terrible.
What are you talking about, bro?
He
said, I was referencing Jason Tatum. Y'all are crazy.
Jason Potato calls Jimmy turned his ass into French fries. Love y'all. Heat nature.
Cooked.
Okay.
He was cooked.
Jason Potato. That's a fucking bar. Oh my god. You know what? Ramlakan, if you want to make an edit, I'm just saying you could definitely Photoshop Jason Tatum's face really, really big onto Mr. Potato's body.
You know that boy gonna get into the lab immediately. Thank you, Henley L, for the $5 dono. He said if LeBron in his 30s can average 40 minutes in the series, then so can Butler, and especially Bam. I agree. Alex Kerr, thank you for the $20 dono. He said, I want to hear you motherfuckers say Deadman did it suck.
Not gonna happen on this show.
This was his best performance in a long time. I will tell you that much.
You just paid me to say something. But anyway, before we get to another dono, I want to kind of stop, even if we got some more. I want to get to my man, the king of the calculator, the mouthpiece of management, my boy K Twan. Just you go ahead and you spit whatever you feel like you need to spit right now. Brick talk.
Y'all already know, man. They was talking about my boy Jimbo, like he one of the best players in these playoffs. 41 on their head. My boy Bam, stuffing shots at the rim. Wedgie, big wedgie. Can we get big wedgie? We got Gabe Vincent showing up, knocking down shots, getting strips left and right. 14 finally decided he wanted to show up for work, ladies and gentlemen. We saw him. He was there in the playoffs. He actually played well in the playoff game, ladies and gentlemen.
In the first half.
We'll take that because before we didn't even see him on the court. We take what we could get from 14. But nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, y'all already know what time it is. The brick way up, brick at an all-time high. It's unattainable.
I can't even buy it. I can't even find it on the open market. It's crazy.
It's real exclusive. If you ain't in the basement, if you ain't in close quarters with the basement, you ain't getting it. It ain't happening. Like I heard from management, man, from a high-ranking basement official, Jimmy Butler is in fact one of them ones, ladies and gentlemen. He is in fact one of them ones, and he is cooking everybody. Joel Embiid getting his footwork in the paint. He go to Jason Tatum and JB. They getting his footwork. 18 free throw attempts. 17 for 18. I'm glad he played for my team. I don't want those smoothies, that boy.
I'm trying to tell you now. You could be on the other side of this. We got a couple of donuts. My boy, I think my boy Booby put something in here. Booby Johnson? Oh, for sure.
You're going to have to give me 1 second. Let's start with Booby Johnson.
Yeah, that's my boy. That's my dog. What's up, boy? My boy Booby Johnson with the $5 dono. He said 4th best player in the playoffs. Shit. Jimmy Bucket. Can't wait to see him talking to that, bro. Listen, if he was talking, bro, that's just what he'd say. Shit. Like Jimmy Buckets. Can't wait to see them talking tomorrow on ESPN. Fuck Paul Pierce still. You hear me, my boy? Every day, every night, all the time. Thank you, Christian Carters, for the $1.99 dono. He said, how y'all feel about Skip Bayless being on our side? Don't care. Thank you, Ryan.
Fuck Boston.
I like it. Winning time. Thank you, Ryan 305 Maynard, for the $1.99 dono. He said, can you scream fuck Boston, please? My child is asleep upstairs, but any one of these.
I did it. I did it already. I did it.
Do it again.
Fuck Boston.
Do it again.
Put them in a pack, baby. Fuck Boston.
Do it one time.
Boston
For sure. Thank you, somebody, for the $5 dono. He said, Gabe, making sure Lowry gets some extra rest. Keep that up, and those Lowry cheats keep sitting next to Duncan. Gabe got three blocks too, yo. Damn. We have to talk about him. Man of Culture, thank you for the $5 dono. He said only one player averaging 25 on 50% shooting this playoffs. I don't know about y'all, but that sounds like a superstar to me. But maybe I'm just biased. I didn't care. Hey, listen, bro. The theme of this show is Jimmy Butler is one of them ones. We want to make sure that we make that perfectly clear. My man Jonathan Ramlicon is doing a lot of work putting up these comments. I'm gonna give him a break, let him talk, and I'll put up a few comments for a little while.
Yeah, I mean, this was a game that, like somebody said in the comments, it was really about what adjustments Spo was going to make at halftime. Because coming into the game, we weren't sure how to expect the defense of Boston to play. Like, they're one of the best defensive teams, and they're missing Marcus Smart, and they're missing Al Horford. Like, we were going to have to make adjustments to that. And they came out, and Robert Williams was the recipient of us not kind of knowing what to do. So they came out well. You know, they outscored us 7-0. Miami made a little bit of a run, but it was always a bit of a struggle in that first half. And third quarter was where the Heat really turned it up. And Miami, just that defense, 22-2 run, the plus 27 point differential was the best in franchise history. And I want to give a big shout out to PJ Tucker, man. First half, he went out with an unknown injury, kind of tweaked that ankle a little bit.
Oh, Twitter said he tore his ACL, Achilles, and dislocated his back and penis the entire time, bro. I saw the doctors on Twitter going crazy after that happened, bro.
Got that dog in him, man.
The hashtag Dr. Fauci's out here. Oh my goodness. I just saw this. Hold on. Kendall, read this for me, please.
You Tatum with his stank boot ass $199 dono. It look $113.01 short. If I think my math right, I'll admit when I'm wrong. Hand to the face. To your face. You owe us $113 more and 1 cent. You crispy face fucker. You was talking cash shit in them spaces, and we on your ass, and we want to see you back for game 2, bro.
That's a fact, we do.
No, for sure.
Thank you for the donut, though.
And Michelle Tucker, you are absolutely correct. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not already subscribed to the 5 Reasons Sports Network, make sure you subscribe to this channel and make sure you leave a like on this video if you like this content, as well as other content. We got loads of Heat content coming out every day. If you like this playoff talk shit, then we will be on this shit all the time, all day, every fucking day. We literally don't do shit else but do that. So we want to thank Christian Cardus for the $4.99 dono. He said he consistently take every team's best player and drop them 50 miles south of Guantanamo Bay Prison. Tatum getting stripped like he worked for KOD. Listen, bro. Bro, there's no way I'm going to call whoever you are that. All right? Appreciate your money, but going on with that weirdo shit, bro. I'm not on that. Thank you, Mike Levins, for the $5 dono. He said, doesn't matter what we do, it will always be what the other teams did wrong. Always underestimated, even when we hoisting the trophy this year. It doesn't matter because I don't give a fuck about what other people have said about this team. I only care about the results, bro. I only care about the results. I'm results-oriented. But let's get into some of this talk. Gab, we're going to throw this to you first, bro. What was the biggest difference between how Miami started this game and what inevitably pushed them to winning this game?
Oh, so this was a tale of two halves specifically on the defensive side of the ball. I think the offense sprung the defense for a lot of this game. Like that run in the third quarter, it felt like it was a lot of offense leading to defense. It was turnovers where Jimmy Butler was playing. He was pretty much playing at the nail. He was helping, but he was doing it at fucking half court. They pulled the ball pressure out from half court to 3/4 court. They said, all right, Boston, if you want to go ahead and just try to get to the dunker spot the entire time, we're going to go ahead. We're going to pressure you. Make you take 15 seconds to get to the dunker spot. And then once you get there, we're going to have one or Jimmy or PJ parked there. Meanwhile, Bam's locking people down and not letting them get in the lane on the perimeter. So they kind of started using Bam as a point of attack defender more, which was huge. And then you saw Bam kind of make an impact as a help defender, as someone who's trailing behind on a drive. And he got like 3 blocks in that quarter. And then Jimmy got some steals. Gabe got some strips. They just turned shit on defensively in that third quarter, and there was really no looking back from there. Like, I think the Heat lost 3 of the 4 quarters in this game, but they just absolutely dominated because the Celtics didn't have a response. Like, Jason Tatum didn't really know what to do against that, like, pseudo trap zone defense that they were throwing out at the start that switched to man, where they were pretty much blitzing him and helping really, really hard. Like, no, Spo was hit his bag in that third quarter, man. It was really fun to watch. Like, he was just running circles around. Like, Ime Udoka calls timeout. They get out of the timeout. Jimmy Butler has 2 straight steals. They call another timeout. And then you just see Eric Spoelstra standing at midcourt like the aforementioned photo that Ramakan just threw up there, man. Like, this was a really fun third quarter to watch. And they just turned it on. You got a little bit of shot making from Strus. You got Strus involved. You got Gabe involved. You got Jimmy just going crazy. And you got Bam. I mean, he didn't really have to do too much offensively, honestly. I kind of wish he would have done more. But he had that 1-and-1 on Grant Williams that was pretty impactful in that third quarter to tie the game up. Just everybody stepped up. Everybody stepped up in that second half because it was an ugly first half. They couldn't stop penetration. They couldn't stop people from getting to the dunker spot. Like, Robert Williams is making a killing for things that are honestly pretty avoidable. Like, that is not something that Miami typically struggles with. And they struggled with it big time. And then they made Jason Tatum think. And the wheels kind of fell off for Boston after that. And then they had to get some tough shot making to get back in the game. Like, Peyton Pritchard was the one that almost got them back into the game late. Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum did not want to put the ball on the floor. They just wanted to take shots. They did not want to put the ball on the floor and make decisions. So, I don't know. Boston has some serious adjusting to do. Obviously, you're going to get Al Horford and Marcus Smart back and whatever, and the games are going to look different than they look today. It's just one game. But I think the Heat showed that they're just so quick in processing what adjustments they need to make. That's Spo, that's Jimmy, that's PJ, that's Lowry hopping from the bench, that's Gabe, Strus, Bam, all being equipped with the mental capacity to switch what they're doing that quickly, because that game plan shifted completely. And once that happened, I really don't think that Boston had that good of a response. They just decided to take tough shots, and they had some moments where they made some, they had some moments where they missed some. And if the Boston Celtics are going to let their offense come to that, I think the Heat are probably going to be moving on to the next round.
Yeah, so even the initial game plan wasn't terrible. They shot like 60%, but a lot of those shots that they made initially were fucking terrible, extremely difficult ass shots. But
especially Tatum, that boy was far away throwing.
He was on one.
It was just going.
He was just like Peyton Pritchard pulling up shit 5 feet behind the 3-point line like that. Like that type of stuff was like annoying little relief buckets like that. I'm gonna let you jump in here in a second, Thread. I see you itching to kind of speak your piece. Money Matt 8 for the $4.99. Don't know, appreciate you. He said Jimmy Tatum, daddy. I don't know kind of what that means in your lexicon. Yeah, but like I'll let you have that, I guess. No, you ain't even have to put it up. I had already.
I'm with it.
Okay. Thank you, Cartopia, for the $19.99. Don't know. He said first timer here. It was close. Where do we Miami Heat go from here? You already know.
First of all, and then to game 2.
First of all, we appreciate you for joining us for the first time. Appreciate it. Don't know. You ain't have to shit on my man, Little Money, like that with his 120 coming out here on wall there. That boy said 9 W, 7 more to go. Hey, for $120, you can tell me whatever you want to tell me, boy.
Jamie style.
But no, to that earlier comment though, where does
I think that was Tatum.
That wasn't.
Was it?
No way. No.
He pointed it out. I don't know why,
but no. To this point, where does Miami have to go? Thread. I'm gonna throw this to you. This game showed me one thing. One takeaway that I had is motherfuckers better strap in because this is going to be a long ass series. That was my takeaway. These games are going to be difficult. These games are going to be grinded out most times, and we could have easily been on the other side of what we handed Boston tonight. Thread, I want you to give me your biggest takeaway from tonight.
My biggest takeaway from the game is the physicality. And I told Kendall this in the first quarter. This game, it felt way different from the other 2 playoff series that we played. Yeah, we lost some games in Philly, and yeah, we lost one in Atlanta, but the energy and the physicality was just on a different level. This is what playoff basketball was really supposed to look like. Everything seemed too easy in the other series, but I felt like we really had to dig down and really grind and get buckets and get stops. And even a simple thing like a rebound, a simple thing like a jump ball, the loose balls, it just the physicality was just on another fucking level. And I think we got to strap ourselves in mentally to see a lot of this for the playoffs from here on out at this point. Like, we're really here. Like, there's no BSing, there's no fucking around. This is the playoffs. We're really here now. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's my biggest takeaway.
Kendall, I'm gonna skip TJ right quick because I feel like you ain't talking too damn long. Like, felt like you ain't said that since the opener. But Kendall, what was your biggest takeaway about this series moving forward from what you saw today?
That our guards, Gabe, Struz, Tyler, Vic, man, y'all boys got to tighten up. Like that, the just for them to get 42 points in the paint in that first half, man, like that shit was it was bugging the fuck out of me. Like I felt like we played very well offensively in the first half, but just our defense, like for them to score 62 points and 42 being in the paint, I'm like, and we know we switching everything, and like credit to Spo for obviously switching up the coverages and whatnot, but hey, y'all boys got to be ready. It definitely looked like the lights was too bright for Max and Gabe early on. Gabe was getting bullied a little bit, like on drives. I mean, Max was getting his shot blocked. High five to you, guys.
No, I wanna. Can I say something about I think they understood that Gabe and Struz, like, they're just not gonna be able to hold their own, like, playing on the perimeter every single possession. They started sending PJ and Jimmy under on Jason Tatum and whatever, and they were having Gabe show and Max show because they said, listen, maybe we don't have to switch everything.
Yeah, but they
didn't know how to respond.
The way that it opened, I was a little shocked. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like I was shocked that we came out as flat as we did. On defense, like I was okay with it offensively because it was like we've been off for a while now, and it's like we ain't the best offensive team in terms, like, you know what I'm saying, and people getting their own buckets and whatnot. So we don't have one of those guys to like settle like things for us like that, other than Jimmy. So it's like I was a little worried, but I think next game, them boys, they got to come ready. And I got a little smoke for Spo. I ain't gonna hold you.
You crazy.
You out your rap
not after the adjustment.
No, bro. Like my thing is, I don't understand why we not seeing why Bam's minutes was getting matched with Robert Williams. Personally, that's
okay.
Just
I get that.
Bro, like if they put in Daniel Tyson, like, why is Bam coming out the game?
That's not smoke. Don't call that smoke, bro. Just
say
you got a suggestion for smoke.
That's a valid criticism.
That's a valid criticism. Okay. Like, don't call it smoke. That's not
I think that's what my smoke is.
Yeah,
it's always valid criticism. You know what I'm saying? Like,
my heart beating a little fast. I was like, bro, there's no way.
It's not smoke. I just have a question. Somebody with a $2 dono that's dumb as hell, Deadman plus 16 and 10 minutes, Bam minus 5. His brain is blowing.
I think that's a lot of the first half, honestly. Like, they were getting killed when Bam was on the floor in the first half. The second half, he showed up.
Honestly, it just tells me if that make your head explode, you don't know ball, brother. You need to go pick up basketball for dummies. But yeah, back to what I was saying. You know, I just want to see the guards. They just be a little tougher. But shout out to the team and how they defended Jaylen Brown, though. They ain't let that boy get off. So
they made him put the ball on the floor.
He was stat padding so nasty at the end of that game. Oh my God.
Yeah, that shit was fucking disgusting. Want to thank my man Kachi Chisholm for the $1.99 dono. He said, Ron McCloud, please check your Twitter DMs.
That is crazy.
That's amazing. Oh my gosh.
That boy got it.
Wow.
Oh,
this is wild. That was great.
That's what was out there in the second half, bro.
Nah, that's crazy.
Jason Potato. Thank you, SIT Dre, for the $1.99 dono. He said Udoka was making excuses tonight. Trash. Everybody's gonna make excuses for them.
Don't care.
Don't care.
$1.
Appreciate your money.
That boy said.
Oh my God.
That boy wild.
Listen here, bro.
That's Terry.
Thank you.
Know any better.
Thank you, my boy, for the $5 dono. He said his name is Jimmy fucking Butler. Yes, indeed it is. Thank you, Talking Movies, for the $5 dono. He said spoke game plan for Smart and Horford starting. Not surprised they were caught off guard in the first half.
I ain't rolling with that.
Me neither. KTJ, were you surprised by like Boston start? Like, did you think that they caught Miami off guard, or do you think like it was just Miami starting out slow?
I think it was Miami starting out slow. I didn't expect Boston to be shooting like they were. Like, they were hitting everything. I mean, Robert Williams was just all over the place, swatting stuff left and right. I'm getting dunks and getting lobs, and they looked like I thought Miami would look early, but I mean, water reaches its level, and then that second half it got real nasty for them. But in the beginning, no, they really shocked me with their start. I thought it was going to be a tough game. I thought Miami was going to end up losing by like 15, 16, especially with the way like Tatum was playing. That boy was hitting anything he wanted. But like I said, water rises to his level, and that boy Jimmy showed up, and everything went downhill from there.
Shout out to Japan, by the way.
No, for sure. I think what ended up happening is that Boston came out more aggressive than Miami, which leads me to the primary sponsor of the 5 Reasons Sports post-game show, which is Aggressive Insurance. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 899 people in here. If you have any insurance needs, all 899 of you need to give a call to Miss Lynette at 954-581-8800 or visit her at www.insurancebylynette.com. She's a wonderful lady, has been sponsoring us all year. We really appreciate her, and her insurance skills are top notch. So yeah, she helps everybody with everything. Appreciate you, Miss Lynette. You can move that out the screen. Yeah. What happened, bro?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. I was just making
I'm
sure.
good. I had to pull a Jason Tatum real quick.
I feel you. No, Threat, you told us in the private chat that you had a question for the panel.
So I got 2 questions. All right. So my first question is, one, this game specifically, where does this game rank as far as performances by Heat player? Because we seen Jimmy go for 41, but we didn't include the 9 rebounds. We didn't include the 5 assists. We didn't include the 4 steals, the 3 blocks. We didn't include the 4 for 13 on whoever he guarded to go along with the 41 points. Where does this Heat game rank? Is this top 6, top 7? Like Heat performance? Granted, I know it's the Eastern Conference Finals game 1, and a lot of people are going to favor finals performances better, but just numbers wise, like where are we ranking this performance? This is not normal. You know what I'm saying? Like at all.
I think this would be a great conversation for Ricky, who kind of catalogs this information more so than the rest of us. But for me personally, I mean, I have to take those 4 games from Wade over all of those in the finals over this one. We got a LeBron James performance in Game 7 against Indiana. That was
Game 6
in Boston. You know what I mean? So I get where you're going with this conversation. This is definitely one of the top tier performances. I'm interested to hear what everybody else got to say. But for me, it's just kind of like it's right on the outside looking in of those kind of like Mount Rushmore of moments, playoff moments for Miami, because we've had so many happen. Even his own finals performance in the bubble like ranks above this. Like both games. So it's kind of
really close, but yeah, like I'll probably take the finals games because like that was just him. Like it was just him against no help. But see, Duncan Robinson as his wingman, like it was just different.
That's the thing. Like I feel like we're only equating offense into that. We're not putting in the defensive aspect that he put in his game. I mean,
LeBron.
He shifted the game. No, I'm not talking about just that series. I'm talking about all the series that we listed. Period. You know what I'm saying? He shifted the game. I mean, even on the run that we went in the third quarter, he's the one who got the steals and completely turned the game around. You know what I'm saying? So,
TJ, I kind of want to get your input in. I know you got to go soon, but jump in this conversation, and then whatever Threat's next question is, you answer it first.
Yeah, I think I'm with y'all on that. I think like just magnitude, especially defines what makes all those moments so great. It's like Game 6. You know, we face an elimination and LeBron gives them boys 45. Like Game 7 and with Wade there being down 2-0 and coming back. Like it's just magnitude is what make. But as far as Jimmy, like this is probably the 3rd best game we've ever seen Jimmy Butler play in the playoffs. Like the way he just dominated on both ends of the floor. It didn't matter. Wow.
That's crazy, Christian. That's crazy. If Bam was nearly as aggressive as Lynette is when she works to get you good insurance, we'd be a lock for the.
That's a bar.
Oh wow!
That boy
10 out of 10.
Yeah, he was dominant, and this is probably his 3rd best game that I've ever seen him play in the playoffs. Man, like this was ridiculous. The 2 steals back to back. the mid range jump shots, the and ones back to back, like bro.
I was out my seat on the back to back steals, bro. Like,
ridiculous.
Oh my god.
That shit, I was in this house, turned the fuck up.
How crazy is it that like someone throws the same pass on the next possession that was just picked off to the same player in the same place? Like
you can't possibly
some of the
do it
thought
twice.
process from the Celtics players tonight was just ridiculously stupid.
Yep.
No, for sure. Threat, what was your other question that you had for us?
And then my second question was kind of a follow up to that. Is this whole run, equating this whole run, is this whole run that Jimmy's been on, is this top 4, top 3, top 4? You know, obviously you got the Wade 06 run easily. You got the 2 LeBron championship runs, and then is this number 4? Because I'll put this run over what he did in the bubble, because obviously he wasn't even the leading scorer in a lot of those series. Yeah. I mean, this one, is this 3, 4?
Yeah, this is 4. I think you're right. It's 4.
I might have to put it after Wade's second year.
05?
Yeah, bro. Like, he got hurt, bro. Wade was fucking killing. Like, Wade don't get hurt, the Heat going to a chip that year too, like against San Antonio. And only because we up to game 1 only. Like, I think we're gonna win the series. But I would have to. Oh, he actually told Tone to go, but let me go real quick. Yeah, I would say I would put it right just currently right now. I'm gonna put it after Wade 04, 05, but he got a chance to like usurp that if he keep killing like this.
TJ, where you put it at?
Hey man, if we win a title, bro, he's been the best player the entire playoffs. Not for a series, not for 2 series.
Number 2.
The entire playoffs. He's been the best player in the playoffs. Giannis, Luka, don't matter, bro. He's been better than all of them. I don't know. I don't want to talk too crazy. I don't want recency bias or anything like that, man.
So Wade number 06, number 1, right? Across.
Yeah.
I can't. If he getting more than what Bron got in against San Antonio,
I think I would put it at 3 still, man. That 2013 run by LeBron was
bro.
That's Apex Predator Bron. Now
my only thing is the help is way different. The help is way different.
100%.
Facts.
I mean, like who's comparable? It's like Dwayne Wade, Gabe Vincent, Max Strus, Ray Allen, like.
I literally feel like Jimmy is carrying this team. I haven't even Bron carried. Don't get it twisted. But this is like 06 to 2020 bubble type level carry that we're seeing out of Jimmy.
You know why I kind of feel like a lot Jimmy carrying? I think because compared to those other Heat teams, I think because our defense, like on those other Heat teams, were like, we're really good now, but back then, they used to swarm the fuck out of you that it got us offense. Like, we don't really – and it got us, like, high-flying offense, like, up and down the court. Like, we don't get that now like that. That's why I think it feels like, damn, Jimmy doing everything. I mean, he is doing a lot, but, like, it used to be Chalmers steals, and then it's just, like, one hit ahead pass to Wade, and then next thing you know, it's a lob at the fucking rim. So it's like, now we don't get that. We, like, bring it up and we slow it down. But that's just interesting though. I like that question.
Yeah, so I think one of the biggest influences on this conversation should be kind of the theme of this show. Like the way that this man has played during this postseason run has changed our entire thinking about the caliber of player that Jimmy Butler is. Like we've literally taken him out of one class and placed him into another class.
I did not like the contract extension. If that jump shot gonna be working like this,
I have no problem.
Give him a raise now. Fuck it. Like who cares, bro?
Another one. Let me get to some of these
blank
comments.
check.
Yeah, let me get to some of these comments because I want TJ to get his final words before he got to slide. Thank you, Jose Lucas, for the $2 dono. He said, rusty as fuck and still won. Heat in 5. JB is him. Hey, listen, bro, who are we to argue? We on track for both of those things to be true. Somebody, thank you for the $5 dono. He said, what do you do when Lowry is ready to go? Whose minutes do you cut at this point? What do you do if Lowry sucks again? He's been very bad in the playoffs. That's a tough conundrum. TJ?
If he is 100% right, then you play him. But that is the only scenario in which Kyle Lowry plays. That is if he is even a little bit hampered by this injury, if he even feels some tightness, even if he can play through it, I do not care. Do not play that man. Gabe Vincent, my God. I loved every bit of Gabe Vincent's game tonight. He was pulling threes in people's face, cash. Gabe Vincent. This man wasn't even. They showed the bubble picture, and this man was in a button-up. He couldn't even get on the court, and this man is starting in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Years later,
giving people work.
Crazy, man. So,
stripping the ball from Robert Williams.
Listen.
Oh my
listen.
God! Those strips
I tried to tell you.
Every single time a big man.
Gabe Vincent had Robert Williams at Scarlett's at 11 p.m. tonight. Like, that was something else, man. That was like, listen, they didn't even play good post defense to start that third quarter.
No, they did
not. It was okay. Robert Williams has the ball. Gabe Vincent said, I have the ball now. And then they got out onto the break, okay?
Yeah, so said, I can't guard nobody out there on the perimeter nowhere.
Gabe Vincent's going to – oh, my gosh. Gabe Vincent, they're going to start throwing ones at him because what he's doing to Robert Williams in the post, oh, my gosh. I'm going to have to –
and it's shit like that while we was harping on a certain somebody getting the fuck off the court all year, bro. It's stuff. It's shit.
Listen, when you put better basketball players on the floor, look what happens. Like, the two-way identity that the guards have taken up on this team, they didn't show it in the first half, but the two-way identity that the guards have taken up on this team has been a huge development. I think that's part of what's raised the ceiling, because you always looked at it like, okay, they're going to have some players to target, and yeah, Boston targeted Max Strus and Gabe Vincent. Gabe's a little bit too short, Max a little bit too slow, and not too technically sound, but at the end of the day, like, these dudes, they fight. They always try to work to get in position. Their rotations are on point. And now they're starting to pick up that IQ part. Like, even Tyler Hero had some good moments defensively where he was actually disrupting passing lanes. He had that one pick six. Yeah, absolutely. Like, those three, obviously with Victor Oladipo added in, but that's part of his basketball identity, is like, those four really have completely changed the game for this team. Because now it's like, okay, we have these four annoying us. We have Bam, who literally no one can get by. And then we have Jimmy and PJ, who are always in the right spot at the right time. What do you do? And then you have Spo, who knows how to put everyone where to go. Like, this team's defensive identity, they might not have the most defensive talent per se, because a healthy Boston team, you could probably give that to them. But in terms of the collective that they play defense with, it is fucking absurd what they do, bro. Like, they are so ridiculously smart. They're so ridiculously together. I don't know how you can consistently score against this defense for 4 straight quarters. It is not an easy thing to do. Like, this series is going to be a grind it the fuck out type of series. And that probably plays into Miami's favor. Like, you saw when the Celtics sped the game up in the first half, that's when they started looking really good offensively. But when you get it down to a half-court offense, they were cooking, man. Like, Miami's defense is cooking. And I don't know how many defenses can cook in the NBA.
No, we're
playing against. I can read this dono.
Go ahead, bro.
Cartopia 1990. Oh, Cartopia, who gives a $20 dono. Second time, does Kyle Lowry not playing help us?
1999. I don't. Make sure you give that boy proper respect. You think by the time it get us, that motherfucker ain't but 750. So it's just.
I don't know the stats, but I know what I'm seeing. Oh, anyways, to answer your question, does he not playing help us? Yes, it helps us tremendously. And
if he's not healthy,
even when he is, because I'm gonna tell you why. I don't
know about all that threat. I don't know about all that.
I'm gonna tell you why, because you know what Kyle Lowry's what he does? He dribbles the ball down the court and he looks for Bam in a post up spot. And he just throws it to Bam. Bam's not open. He's not looking to be aggressive at all. And he just throws it to him. And he's like, hey, yeah, Bam, make a play. Bam doesn't want to do it. Let me throw it back to Kyle. Kyle gets the ball back. Nah, Bam, let me give it right back to you. Post up and put him to work. Bam doesn't want to do that, bro. You got to set him up. He's not setting Bam up at all. And he's not taking the three-point shot at all either. So at the end of the day,
I think that's part of him not being healthy, though. Because when he is healthy, like down the stretch of the season, he was pulling that shot, and it changed the offense completely.
But wait, both of y'all give me a second right quick, because I know TJ got to go right quick. I want to give his final thoughts on this game, on this series, where you think it's going or whatever, and then you can go ahead and get up out of here, buddy.
I bet. Hey man, I'm excited, man. This series is gonna be fun, and just seeing. I like what Gaz said, like how quick Miami makes adjustments. Like this is half to half adjustments, completely changed everything and changed the way this game works. Obviously, Jimmy Butler being the best player in basketball right now helps a whole lot. But I think Miami wins game 2, and then we go to Boston and then we see what happens there. But hey man, and thank you 14 for showing up for work. That's all the praise you're gonna get out of me. As soon as game 2 start, you back to being employee 14 like you've been the entire time. Gabe Vincent, my God, what a performance. Caleb Martin came in and showed some energy and then showed why he shouldn't be on the court because he refused to shoot again. So yeah, bro. I'm happy about the dub, and then we're gonna see y'all on Thursday.
All right, Kay, appreciate you, bro. You make sure you have a great evening, bro. Yeah, so we got another dono that we want to come up here. My boy Booby Johnson again with the $5 dono. He said, "Fire transition Royal with the sponsor." Appreciate you, my boy. He said they slandered us badly. I haven't seen the old boy from Turkey. I don't even know what old boy from Turkey you talking about at this point because this comment.
Year 7.
Bro, listen, bro. I told this man like we'll never see this motherfucker play beyond those minutes that he got when Bam was out. But I mean, look, bro, you're not gonna see him, bro. Not unless something terribly wrong happens. Thank you, Kyle NGL for the $4.99. Don't know. Said get those likes up. Ooh, you gave us money and told the folks what to do. Hey man,
that's a bar.
That. That's a bar right there, man. Y'all make sure y'all do run them likes up for this video, man. We got somebody with the $5 dono. He said Jimmy and LeBron James as the only players with 40+ points, 5+ rebounds, 5+ assists, 4+ steals, and 3+ blocks in the playoff game in NBA history.
That's not even Heat history. That's NBA history.
That's what I was talking about.
Because that sounds like a Giannis stat, honestly. That's wild.
That's wild. Deep, man. I ain't gonna lie.
It's the 4 steals.
That's sitting over the top. BB, thank you for the $4 dono. He said morning 97 run low key honorable mention.
No, it ain't, boy.
Listen, dog. We had this conversation before. What? Jimmy Butler has already passed Alonzo Mourning on the all-time Heat players.
Ever.
Like it is Cartopia. Appreciate you for keep giving up money with the $9.99 dono.
Cartopia said.
Booby Johnson.
Booby Johnson, thank you for the $5 dono. I said no. I was talking about the blind dude.
Oh, y'all are crazy.
That boy from Pompano, bro. This man is shot out, bro. That's my homie, bro. He probably gonna call me. He gonna call me tomorrow on like Facebook Messenger or some shit, bro. And we just gonna laugh for about 30 minutes, bro. That boy.
Bro, how do you laugh in Braille? I'm about to do it.
That's crazy.
Y'all boys are different out here, bro. Y'all boys are different.
Y'all boys, that is Gad and Booby.
What the fuck is this?
Hey,
pointer? Is he a pointer?
They got Kyle Lowry as a laser.
And he a pointer. That's all he is, ain't it?
Boy, is elite on that bench, man.
Oh my! Hey,
listen, we 6-7. What we at 7-0 without Kyle Lowry?
Hey, Chris Quinn, count your fucking days. That boy Kyle Lowry is elite as an assistant coach.
Hey, man.
What's up?
Hey, I
really
just
gotta keep it real. My fault. Go ahead, Kendall. My fault.
I said I wonder how Jimmy feel like during this run. I mean, what is the third and fourth highest paid players?
What?
I mean, listen, bro. We're not in that bad tonight. We are tonight. we ain't in that bad yet. You know what I'm saying? Wait till we'll wait till we see something.
We got a whole. We got
a long. Buckle up, guys. We have a long series ahead of us.
Game 3 right around that corner.
I'm smelling sweet. I don't know. I'm planning for a sweet. So.
Listen, bro. Until I see them lose in this series.
You feel me? I say it's Heat and 4 till it ain't 4 no more. It's Heat and 5 because we all the way live. It's Heat and 6 because we got them sticks. And it's Heat and 7 because, boy, we ain't going out like that. Big fuck you saying, man.
Fuck is you talking, man. Thank you, Andy B, for the $5 dono. He said, you ain't never heard 97 morning is in a bar. Automatic disqualification. No, for sure. Whenever you start talking about Alonzo Mourning, bro, you can miss me with that. Jimmy Butler has already supplanted him as a better player. Like, it is what it is. Ramakan, I haven't heard you speak in a while, bro. Where do you want this conversation to go tonight?
I think what adjustments we have to make, whether Marcus Smart comes back and The fact that we didn't close the game out particularly well. I felt like that fourth quarter we kind of allowed them to get the back of the hang of it. And I know you guys said that the minutes without Jimmy were okay. They were okay, but I didn't really like them. I felt like we stagnated on the offense and we had to do a little bit better. So maybe the offensive adjustments we have to make with Jimmy. I mean, we want him to, like we said, play more minutes, but he can't give us 40 every single game.
Well,
yeah. Why not?
I don't know.
I'm not too sure about that one.
Tires flat, brother.
No, but to the kind of speaking to the last topic we were talking about with Kyle Lowry, I think he's going to return at some point during this series, and when he does, he'll help with a lot of that offensive stagnation with Jimmy Butler's on the bench. In terms of what we do, if he's healthy, if he's not,
I just hope he gets healthy because that hamstring shit, like that, does not go easy.
No,
that is a really tough thing to get, like even to 90%, which is probably about where you need him at.
For sure. So I think we need to let's kind of talk about some of the adjustments that Miami can make just to kind of help in some of those areas. For me, I think we might need to take a closer look at Bam Adebayo on the offensive end and the way that he was outplayed by Robert Williams. To me, that can't happen. Like it's not. But personally, I think finding different ways to get Bam more engaged early on that side of the ball will help us tremendously in that regard. Threat, let's start with you, bro. What adjustments you feel like Miami can make?
I'm not gonna sit here and bullshit you guys though. I don't know anymore. Honestly, just flat out, I don't fucking know. I mean,
Jimmy cures all.
I mean, really, honestly, it is what it is at this point, man. I feel like we beating a dead horse when it comes to expectations for Bam to get more and more points. I mean, it is what it is. Appreciate what you get from the defensive end and what you get from the offense. If you get it, you get it. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know ways with the roster construct how you can get him more involved. We can't script up imaginary scenarios where we have a 3-level penetrating guard that could get him open looks like how Robert Williams was getting in the dunker spot tonight. I mean, that's just not our roster makeup.
Well, so. one that you could do is when you come up when they run a screen for Jimmy and the guard, I think it was either Strus or Tyler. The guard was white. I know that for sure. And Bam got Robert Williams sealed. Don't just look at him, look away, and pass the ball back to Jimmy. Like, that happened 2 times, and I was just like, bro. Like, there's times throughout the game where Bam, like, legit seals, and they just don't get him the ball. And that's frustrating for me.
There's also times that the first possession of the game when Bam was driving down the court, he had an open lane, and he took the ball out, and the crowd and everybody was like, "Oh, what are you doing?" And then he ended up taking a fadeaway shot. There was times where he had the ball at the top of the key, and Grant Williams is sagging 5-6 feet, waiting for him to just run in there. I feel like he could take Grant Williams on. I feel like he could pop that.
He wasn't. He did a couple of times.
I mean, he finished the game with 5 shot attempts. You know, I mean, I don't know, man.
How many free throws he had too? But I think my thing with Bam, the difference is like the type of shots. I don't want Bam shooting jump shots and dribbling around trying to get like to a spot to take a jumper. Like, I just don't think he's good at that. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Like,
yeah, that's a late shot clock thing. That's not the offense you want to go to.
We don't run like 5 to 6 plays where we have him on the baseline in a quick little face up. Who? We don't run those.
Not in the playoffs. We buttoned up for the playoffs a little bit. So we had to get them out of here. The ladies of the evening, you know what I'm saying?
They was enough?
Oh yeah. But they out of here. You gotta let them go on, you know what I mean? We can't be messing with them. We locked in right now onto what we got to do. Threat. I know you said you got to bounce in a second because I know you got to work early. But yeah, give me your last thoughts on this game, what you see for next game, and kind of how you see this series shaking out. With what are some of the changes that you expect to see from game 1 to game 2?
Number 1, I got the Heat winning game 2. I got the Heat winning all their home games. I think we're a very underrated home team. I think we've shown we're a very good home team the last couple of years. I think we're adjustments to make. I think Tyler got going in the first half, and he kind of just went with the flow in the second half. I do think that even though he finished with 18 and majority of it came in the first half, I think we did see some things that we liked. He was able to get to some spots. he wasn't being defended like how he was in the past series. So I think Tyler can build on the game that he had. Getting Bam involved, I'm not sure. I honestly, I don't know. We need Depot to shoot a little bit better if he's going to be on the court. He was 2 for 9 tonight. He's going to get those open looks, and he's going to have to knock them down, especially if Caleb is not going to play, because I know we defer to Depot over Caleb. So just knock down your open shots. I know he hit one that didn't count, but just keep shooting that shot. He's got. We ran a play for him. We ran a pin down for him. So I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. So I expect us to win game 2. Blow all that shit out, man. Handle business.
Nah, for sure. Appreciate your work, Kane. We'll see you next game. All right, so let's get to this next game. Let's start getting some of these predictions after we get the Weezy's Bees 499. Oh no, he said absolute BS with the Al COVID news. Okay, this has Vegas BS all over it. Boston can't win without him. He's too valuable. I take it we have a Boston fan in here with these.
Vegas,
So, Al Horford's more valuable than the DPOY?
That's crazy. More valuable than somebody's top 5 player in the NBA?
More valuable than Jaylen Brown?
More valuable than Gabe Vincent?
That's not. He is not more. That's for sure.
That's just not a thing. That's just not a thing.
Wait, bro. Before we get to the next game, can I say one thing to Kendall's point? Because he was talking about the seals. I think there's a bunch of different ways in which you can kind of get Bam a little bit more active. Like, I'm not saying he's gonna get more than 10 shots a game. Honestly, I'll be shocked. Like, his max volume in terms of field goal attempts probably gonna be like 12 to 13 in this series.
Unless I don't think breakdowns defensively by Boston.
Yeah. Like, it would have to be some crazy transition shit where he's just getting steals and like other stuff like that, where he's actually getting those looks. But one thing, and I want to see, this is twofold. I want to see them, like Kendall said, look to hit Bam on those seals more. But I want to see him work to actually seal when he has someone not named Robert Williams on him. There was a lot of times where it was just Grant Williams and Bam in the paint, and Bam faded out to the corner, kind of to that baseline area, to let Jimmy go to work. And I understand you want to let Jimmy go to work. Jimmy played fantastic. Jimmy's going to have these moments. But at the same time, you want to try to get more diversity in your offense. You want to try to get a player who's going to be playing 40-plus minutes involved offensively, because he can't just be an afterthought. He didn't really do much offensively today. Seal Grant Williams, seal Derek White, seal Jaylen Brown, seal Jason Tatum. If you get the seals, as mentioned on there, then that makes a huge difference, because it's literally just a simple pass that Jimmy can make. Anyone can make. It's not a tough pass to make. It is literally just floated up, pretty much a shot at the rim. Bam's either putting it down, and it's only going to happen like 2 to 3 times a game, so I'm not asking them to do it like every single possession or anything, but there are moments where I think they could definitely look for that. And then another thing, kind of alluding to the next game, because this is adjustments that I want to see. When Robert Williams is on the floor, and Derek White as well, pump fake. If you pump fake, Robert Williams has a 7'6" wingspan. He is consistently putting his hands in the cookie jar. Understandably so. He has a 7'6" wingspan. He can literally block everything. And you saw that in the first half of this game. He was dominant. Okay, there's a reason why I was saying he was the best defensive player when he was fully healthy. Pump fake. He jumps on everything. Derek White, in the first half, he completely missed his closeout on Strus, recovered behind him, because Strus took such a long time getting the shot up. If he pump fakes, White is gone. The shot will be there. Like, Jimmy was the only guy who was even trying the pump fakes, and you saw him draw fouls on everybody, because Boston is very block happy. They want to try to get those blocks. Understandable. They're in position to do it. But if you jump, if you pump fake, you get them up in the air, you can draw fouls, and they can continue to do that. I think Jimmy hopefully can teach them a little bit of that, because he was getting to it pretty consistently. How many free throws did he draw? Like, he had 17 free throws? 18 free throws? 18 free throws? Like, that is something that it's not going to be sustainable. He's not going to get that many free throws every single time. But the rest of the team can kind of keep up some of the volume that Jimmy got tonight. I hope that Bam is one of the people that does that, because he's going to get opportunities too. If he simply just pump fakes instead of taking a weird, awkward, kind of like fading away jump shot, I think it'll be much better for the offense.
No, for sure. So let's get to this next game, game 2. When is it? Thursday? Yeah. So
yes,
we got.
I will be there.
Wonderful. So we're gonna have Gad live.
I know who to rob.
Okay, so I want to thank Darius Jordan for the $10 dono. He said, y'all thought I wouldn't appear. Jimmy Butler just smashed Tatum's wife and took custody of Deuce in that game, man. Darius Jordan, bro, you are shut out, bro. We already knew that, though. We talked about it earlier, bro. The custody battle was epic. But Jonathan Ramakan, game 2. The boy feeling good?
The boy feeling good. I feel like the second half of this game, Spo was able to get a kind of a game plan of what we need to do defensively. He was able to make Jason Tatum uncomfortable. Jaylen Brown didn't really get it going till the end of the game. Miami made the right adjustments, and I feel like game 2 is just going to be a little bit better. I feel like we're just going to have a little bit tighter on screws. We're not going to come out with that ring rust coming in with just a little bit of that bogginess from that rest. I think Miami gets it done, and I think we get it done handily. That home court advantage is no joke. We're undefeated at home. We say we keep it going. The boy feeling good.
Kendall, the boy feeling good?
Like my man Threat would say, the boy feeling amazing. I mean, because we finna be blazing some more Boston Tea Party pack. We finna put them seeds in the air, you know what I'm saying? And we're gonna get another dub, and we're gonna go up 2-0, headed to a dangerous place.
The racism capital of the world, ladies and gentlemen.
Adam Barras home.
Gadiel Carrera. For sure. That's a bar. Gadiel Carrera. The boy feeling good?
The boy feeling really good. And I think part of it is obviously, Jimmy Butler. But I think Tyler Hero kind of found something a little bit. I think Gabe Vincent found something a little bit. And Max Strus found something a little bit. Where they're actually going to be able to contribute offensively in this series. They just have to have a quick trigger. You cannot hesitate against this team. You have to let it fly when you get the opportunity to do so. And you can also attack some sloppy closeouts. Maybe with a pump fake. But I think those three are actually going to combine to have, they had 42 tonight? I think they'll combine to have I want to say Hero has a really big game, which would be 25 points. And then the other two probably combine for 20. I think they're probably going to combine for 45, 50 maybe. I think they have a good game again, and it's going to be huge. I think the role players show up. They got some confidence today, and that's going to be huge, especially at home.
Yeah, fuck all that. The Heat are going to marginally squeak out a victory over them in this second game. Look, bro, there's going to be no blowouts in this series, bro. I want to pick them to blow this team out, but I do not believe it. I think the next game is going to be closer than this one was. And I think we're going to see one of Boston's best shots in game 2 to try and steal a game from Miami at home. So we should be prepared for that. I think Miami kind of took their little initial rust quarter or whatever at the beginning of the first of this game. So they should come out prepared next game because they know Boston's going to come out and try and punch them in the face again and steal a game at home. But I think Miami ekes it out. And we go up 2-0 in that series headed to the racism capital of the world. So let me pay some of these bills before we get the fuck up out of here. We want to thank Manscaped as another sponsor of the 5 Reasons Sports post-game show. If you have hairy balls and hairy nuts, then make sure – I almost said something else. I was talking about that boy's name. But if you like that dick muncher who was in here earlier today and got a hairy balls and hairy sack and all that kind of shit, make sure you visit manscaped.com. They got the lawnmower. I don't know why Jonathan Ramakan got the 3.0 up there because they got the new and improved 4.0 out here. And you want to make sure you get the peak performance package. Use the promo code 5RSN to get 20% off your order plus free shipping. So it'll knock that expensive ass pair of drawers, clippers, and shavers down to $55.99, which is less expensive, but still expensive nonetheless. So make sure you leave a like on this video again. Oh, wait, we got another sponsor too. I forgot who the fuck it was.
It's not Prize Picks, is it?
Yeah, it is. It is Prize Picks for sure. That's who it is. But Jonathan Ramakan, since you interrupted me when I was just about to get it, then you pay Prize Picks.
All right. So if you guys want to make sure you're playing the best daily fantasy, go to PrizePicks.com. Use the code Royal. What's the code?
5 FIVE.
Use the code 5 to make sure you guys sign up. They'll double the deposit for up to the first $100. Super easy. You pick a couple of guys. You decide whether they're going to go above or below their points, assists, or rebounds, and you just pair a couple of them together. If you can parlay 3 or 4, you can double, triple, quadruple your money. So pretty easy as long as you can tell where those guys are going to score. So go to PrizePick.com, use the code 5, and make sure you get your money doubled when you go to PrizePicks.com.
I don't know what freeloaders he talking about, but he must be talking about the people who ain't like this video. If you're still in here, make sure you leave a like for us, please. It definitely helps. If you got a comment, you like the video, don't like the video, leave a comment below. Make sure you tell us how much you hate us so we can tell you that we don't care. But yeah,
don't
care. We also suck at any promo ads that are not Mr. Net, by the way. But if you want to sponsor us, tell Ethan. Go ahead and jump in his inbox. Tell him that you want to sponsor the post-game show. And we could do your promo terribly, just like we do everybody's except for Mr. Nets. So thank you guys in the comments as always for joining us, making the show much more fun than it would have been without you. The boy Kendall sleepy, so we got to send him to bed. I want to thank my boy Kane, Kendall, Threat, TJ for joining us. Also, my man Jonathan Ramakan pulling double duty as both the panelist and the producer. And we want to thank my man Gadiel Cartagena, one of the leaders of the new school. But yeah, we'll see y'all last on Thursday next game. Play the video, Jonathan.
Jimmy Buckets! Clutch time!
Tyler Hero, what a finisher he's become.
Oladipo. Oh! That's right. You better mean mug after you dunk on somebody that way.